I don't want to cause alarm here, but I said like a couple weeks ago I was watching through like the top 100 viewed K-pop songs of all time video because I was trying to find that band that I was listening to like 10 years ago that turned out to be FX. Bro, BTS are like, they have some bangers. I'm not saying I'm ARMY yet, but like I can see the appeal. That's all I'm saying. They have some knee slappers, man. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along, yeah. Just move lightly up the wall, yeah. Dance to the break of dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball, yeah. Or something less weird. Imagine I just did something less weird there. Oh, no. Give it to him then, damn. Do you know what's really, really funny? So like, and not to sling back to a different tangent here, but like, we were recently talking about like LCS and like how it's getting on, and people being like, oh, it's kind of dying. I saw like a lot of discourse on like Reddit and stuff about how like the commentators don't really like do anything, or like they don't talk about anything. And from somebody who watches like poker tournaments, like the World Series of Poker is currently on, like for me it's like really funny seeing like people that watch like video games complain about there not being anything to talk about when like a single hand could take like 20 minutes in poker. And like the commentator, like I swear to God, I was watching like a commentary, like the tournament highlights yesterday, or like watching like tournament, and like that was like main event of like there's $10 million up top for the winner, and the commentators are talking. I think they're like talking about like a recipe for eggs or something, and like how they like eggs, and like. I can't imagine. I think like a League of Legends player's head would explode, man. If casters started talking about that, because there was nothing happening. There was nothing happening in the poker, because like people like, if you don't know anything about poker, like, you know, there's like sometimes like you have to tank, like you have to go into the tank. You enter the Mine Palace, like you're walking down the corridors of the Mine Palace doing a hard call. Like you may have like a decent hand, but like maybe there's like a flush draw that's hit. There's like a straight draw on the board. You're sitting with top two, like, or you've maybe got like top pair. You got top. You got ace king, whatever. But you're seeing like the board is like doomed, right? Like, and maybe you're like, I could very easily lose to something else here. But so like you have to enter them, and that's like, that's fine, right? That's totally fine. But what do you do in the 20 minutes where this person is like tanking? Because there's like, they have $10 million on the line. It's kind of a big decision, and they're running over the probability of like, oh, have I got blockers here? Like, okay, maybe not the flush draw, because I'm sitting with like ace of spades in my hand, and it's a spade draw like that hit on the river, blah blah blah. They're going over in their head all of the previous cards that their opponent has played, trying to go over ranges. Okay, what does this person's range indicate? I would not assume that they would play 7-6 suited, because usually they only play with like incredibly strong either over pairs or like higher pairs, or like maybe like they play with like, they don't play with anything less than like Jack Queen. There's a lot to it. And yeah, just the two commentators are just talking about eggs and shit, man. They don't care. They're like, whatever, dude. That's some nice damage. That's some nice damage. We get that schmoving right there. I watched a semi-pro league tournament in which one of my mates played it, and the cast were talking about the other players' girlfriends. I mean, like, what else are you supposed? Some of these games, like, do you remember, like, harken back in your head? Enter the Mine Palace, find the room titled League of Legends periods I wish I could forget, and like, just remember the old like super boring meta where like Korean, like, just like, I think it was like the Korean like players had like min-maxed the game at this point. It was 70-minute games, like, minimum. People were so bored, like they did the world tour, everybody like was so, people falling asleep in their chair. Yeah, it was like lane swapping, ardent meta, like it was whatever, right? The games are like 70 minutes long with like 15 kills in them. Like, they went to Wembley Stadium in England, in, like, London, and then, like, somebody in the crowd actually shouted, "Fight, you pussies," and the entire crowd erupted in laughter because they were all so bored. Like, it was a great moment. It was a great moment in League of Legends history, but also, like, dear God, man, it was so boring, dude. If you can look up that video. "Fight, you frickin' pussies," on YouTube, and find the Wembley Stadium one, and dude, it's even the casters start laughing. The thing is, like, I don't mind the. I don't necessarily mind. I don't know why I don't care about it when it's in poker, but like I care about it when it's in League of Legends. That's like a weird one for me, because I sometimes I like to like just have it slow and played out. I like watching people like enter the tank sometimes, although it is undoubtedly boring. It's the same thing with poker as well. Like as is with League of Legends, I think the game is best when there's personalities in it. Like World Series this year main event, which is like I think we're at the final. I don't think we're finishing. We're at final table right now. There's a guy called Zhang who like went on like an insane sun run. He basically was like the most aggressive player you've ever seen. He was just overbetting pot on like nothing. He was just bluffing. But the thing is, like, he was basically saying, "Are you willing to risk your tournament life on this hand?" And like a lot of the time when you're like approaching the bubble, like the cash bubble where people get actual money for like playing now, or if like you're coming in on like, you know, pay jumps, people play very tight. They're way too scared to actually like they're not gonna put their tournament life on the line for like 2 pair, because like who knows, like any set could hit and like just destroy them, so they're not gonna do it. So he like went on a crazy sun run, just gaining like a massive stack, and then he like bluffed it all the way on like 7-6 off or something, and he lost. But it was still like people were like, "I hate this guy, he's so obnoxious," and it's like, okay, like I see what you're meaning here, but like he basically was like the star of the entire tournament up to the point where he got busted out because he was like fun to watch. He was fun to watch. Like he does a lot of like speech play, and he like talks a lot. And I'll be honest, a lot of what he says is complete nonsense. But at the same time, it's still fun to watch. It doesn't make it any less fun to watch. I'm coming top. I've got ultimate here. We're diving. If he's not dead, we're diving. Good job. Get me out. We're out. Oh crud. Okay. I like it. Oh, baby! Get me out again! Get me out again! Reminds me of that one time a guy entered a stadium yelling, "I arrived, you mother f***" here in Mexico, where there was a minute of silence. Dude, I've participated in minutes of silences, and like, they're nerve-wracking, man. Sometimes. Because sometimes like your body fails you in some fashion. I can't count the amount of times that I've probably like been really hungry during a moment of silence and my stomach's just gone like really loud for no reason. And when you're in a room that is deathly silent, it is incredibly easy to hear someone's stomach going to town on themselves, you know? Anything like that, and you're like, "Oh my god, I want it to end." I'm so yeah, maybe like a fart slips out, or like maybe you like breathe wrong. Like sometimes you just breathe wrong and you accidentally swallow air, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to explode if I don't cough right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna explode. League is supposed to be fast-paced video game, and poker is thoughts. Yeah, you're right, but like. You say that, but there's like as much downtime during a league game, I would argue, as there is in like poker sometimes. You know, like sometimes just nothing happens in league. You like have a 20-minute period where like straight up nobody is doing anything. Everybody is just standing around, just like hitting minions. And yeah, like. I don't really know anything about poker. Yeah, I mean. You're not wrong. Like it's not. I know that like probably a lot of people, and I play like purely recreationally on a micro stakes level. Like a couple of cents is a big money tier, but It's not... Okay, sometimes, depending on what hand you're playing, it can be a gamble. Sometimes you just, like, you're flipping 50-50, depending on what you're up against. But, like, there's a lot of strategy in, like, you know, like, figuring out ranges, like, the whole GTO and all that kind of crud. Like, it's pretty cool. Do you ever raise by 1 cent? I don't think you can. Min raise on, like, my tables is, like, 2 cents. So, like, no, I have never. I would never. This is big! I'm feeling so damn spaced. 2 cents. Big. It is big stakes, I know, right? Because I'm playing it because I want to play it. You know? Because I played a lot of funny money ones. Not like Zynga Poker, but like HD Poker on Steam. And I like that, but also because like it's all Monopoly money, people don't really play like humans. They play like fucking AI and do like weird stuff. So it's hard to really play poker. And like even like, you know, a couple of cents is enough to make somebody go like, am I just gonna throw 5 cents away to bluff this for no reason whatsoever? You know? Obviously you will get like drunk people on the game that are just like, yeah, I am going to do that. But for the most part, like, you know, people don't want to like actually throw their money away for no reason. So like you can actually, you know, kind of play some real hands. But yeah, you're right. There's definitely like more that happens in a League of Legends game. But when the crowd starts cheering for wards being killed, as was tradition back in the day, you know that something's kind of up here, you know, just a little bit. I queued too early there, that was entirely my bad. But still, we did get picked. Ah! Okay, we're fine. I forgot Sever has a spell shield. Totally forgot about that. I'll in on 2s. Yeah, it's 7-2 off is the... I actually, like... if I can limp in, I'll limp in with 2-7 off. It's the statistically worst hand in poker. I don't know why necessarily is, because I haven't read into why, but everybody says it, so I'm like, yeah. But, the amount of times that I've, like, had 7-2 off, and then, like, I've, like, folded immediately, because I'm like, oh, God. And then, you know what shows up? Like, 2-2, like, deuce 7 on the flop, and I'm like, oh, jeez, man, I should have played that. But then, realistically, you should never have played that to begin with, so it kind of just is what it is. We got him. That was awkward. The gangplank thingy made it very awkward there. And the minions made it super awkward as well, by the way. That was so weird. I had a lot of cash though, so it is what it is. Let's pick that up. Let's go like Swifties or something, man. If anything other than like, I mean, I'll play if I'm in big blind and everybody limps in. But yeah, I've played like, I don't think it's higher stakes, but you know, Pete, my editor and stuff. We had like home cash games for like a $5, and that's it. And that's fun because that's enough money where you can just play cards and like have a drink and chat with your friends. And it's enough to like keep you vaguely invested because like there's some money, but not enough where like you're like, okay, it's gonna break the bank here. I am tempted to play the 30 quid cash game that's happening down the hall at the offices because a bunch of apparently crypto bros are playing that one. Because there's a crypto school in the same office building as us, and they hold like a weekly cash tournament. And I have to imagine it's basically just printing free money. A crypto skill? Yeah. Don't ask me to elaborate on that because I don't know. I don't understand. Like, you can ask me what that is, and I don't know what to tell you here. Like, I'm not sure. I don't I don't know a clue. I'm sorry. I have no idea. Yep. Like, it could mean anything, man. Well, all I know is they play poker, man. That's, yep. I'm very slowly making. Oh, she didn't get the coral. Is that the coral? That's a ward. Right. No, I'm so dumb, man. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm gonna queue a minion because I'm angry. 1 single HP between me flaming my Sever. You're lucky, chump. You know that? Get me in! Get me in! We're not letting him get away with this. Why am I so slow, man? I'm such a slow bean. Oh, he's super dead now. Oops. Oh, crap, Bill Beth. I'm coming. Report Ezreal AFK and banning my pick TY. Good. 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 Yeah, it's... oh, I didn't know the timing on that. That's my bad. I probably could have followed that up. You have a Spotify thing? Yeah, man. I can't believe I actually lost that. That's insane. The Royal Maelstrom was just a little bit too much for me there. Let's go you. 226. I've kind of ended my last couple of deaths. Ooh. Get that auto attack running. Gotta get those, nice. Keep it swinging, keep it swinging, keep swinging. I gotta land that ulti, man. Because my ulti does 776 damage if they land in the center. Like, it's nice. I lost because I was fighting a 2022 champion. True, man. I was fighting a... I mean, the collective, like, game development time on that team must have gone up since, like, the last time. Whenever Aphelios was made, that was 200 years of game design. It must be, like, 230 years or something at this point, right? I don't know how big the team is. But it must have gone up, like, exponentially since Aphelios was released, right? We're no longer at 200 years. We could be, like, 250, right? Like, that's a 250-year design. That's insane. That's another level to Belveth. I don't know what it is now. I never considered the ramifications of, like, them saying that and then time actually continuing. That's decent damage. And I'm dead. I'm decent damage. I'm dead. I forget that I'm lethality Volibear. I'm not like I can actually tank any damage Volibear. I'm inting, man. I'm actually inting. That was like complete int from me. Okay, Belveth's dead. Sever is like in the thick of it. That was a humongous shield. What the hell was going on? Where did that come from? Is that just Shen ulti or what? Oh wait. I was looking at Victor the whole time. I thought that was Sever. Never mind, Sever was full HP. Apparently they just focused Taric for some reason. Am I seeing that right? Did they just focus Taric that entire fight? What about the Edgelord mod saying hate to Chrono break it to you? I think he didn't say that. I think he said something like worse, right? It was like, oh crap, what was it called? What did he say, man? What was the quote, man? I can't remember. I don't... Like, I could see it coming off as, like, depending on who you're talking to, as a lighthearted thing. Not maybe something... Yeah, your Chrono shift is now Chrono break, or something, I don't know. I could see it being, like, a lighthearted jib if you're not shutting down, like, multiple years of somebody's life to, like, make your, you know, appeal to your game's players or something, you know? Like, in another world, that's like a, haha, very funny. Nice joke, bozo. In this world, it's like, alright, that guy worked on that for like a couple years. That's an interesting way to scorched earth your resume though, right? Like, reason for leaving your last employment? I made a pun that went down the worst a pun has ever gone down. The worst... I can't think of a pun that's been professionally received any worse than that guy, to be honest. That is the worst professionally received pun possibly ever recorded. Maybe... No, I don't think there's... I can't think of any other ones, actually. If anybody has any ideas, any pun enjoyers, man, they can think of one that has torpedoed a professional career any worse than that. I'm all ears here. Is that Ezreal back? Is that Ezreal? And he's gone again. I didn't even need to Prowlers there, man. Ah! He said, you've obviously put a lot of work into Chrono Shift, but I assure you that the Chrono break is coming. It's a tough one, man. I feel like you need personal ramifications for saying that, not just professional at that point, right? And I wish I could have, I wish I could say it has been a pleasure. I mean, maybe there's more to that, but I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that. Well, actually, no, 'cause that's just a weird thing to say. But like, obviously, I don't think anybody would find pleasure in shutting down. I mean, like, if you're just a lackey that has to shut down that project, then like, yeah, I would hope that it's not a pleasure. Maybe that, I mean, I guess, like, I think, honestly, like, here's the thing, right? I think that, like, it's sad that Chrono Break got shut down. However, like, probably kind of inevitable. Oh my. But also, like, I think it just could have been handled, like, so much nicer, you know? Does that make sense? Like, I think people would have begrudgingly accepted it if it was treated with a little bit more care. Oh my god. Taking so much damn damage, man. Ah, he was I didn't realize he was trying to feast me the whole time. I didn't realize. Yeah. You could, that could have very easily not been a whole thing if, like, you know, maybe the guy was, like, a bit more empathetic about the whole thing and be like, I'm really sorry, but, like, you know, we kind of have to protect her, like, intellectual property here, and, like, it looks like a great project, and I'm so sad that I have to be the bearer of bad news here, but, you know, like, the people up above me, they don't want to see it, and you know what, maybe, like, in the future, if we decide to go down this avenue, it would be a pleasure if we could work together on this project with you guys who've already laid the groundwork. Does that sound like a better way of talking to these people as opposed to, listen up, kid? Speedrunning is a left. What's the speedrunning? What's the thing? Like, sounding like Shadow the Hedgehog? What's the Shadow the Hedgehog speedrunning is for extreme leftists? Copy pasta? Yeah, like Shadow the Hedgehog. Was it? Why so many of the radical left participate in speedrunning? I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speedrunning. Come here. The reason is the left's lack of work ethic. Go fast rather than do it right. And a Petersonian sense to elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest Mario. Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a beta cuck, Sonic. You're a beta male. Oh, I thought you got that, man. Oh my god. I was so sauced for you there. I was so gassed. I was gassed up, man. Oh, wowee. I got any tattoos coming? I've got no tattoos on the horizon. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm too lazy. And I wish I was joking. I'm too lazy to sit in a chair for 3 hours. You know? Or to make, like, conversation with a stranger for 3 hours as well, alternatively. I just can't be bothered, and I know that's what I'm doing now. I've been live for 3 hours, and you know what? I believe. Don't eat me again! Don't eat me again! Don't eat me again! Stun him! You go up him! Oh, he didn't eat me that time. They surrendered. That was a fun game. Not for them. They had a miserable time. I had a blast. Want to go for a £10 tattoo with me tomorrow? No. I don't think so, man. Dude, everybody, like, did so far. I'm gonna have to can because he's my kitten. Meow.
Boy, come down. Gripping it with his hands, grip real tight, and a man lay down. Never said names. I got big tools, and I got big cars, and I got big chains. Gold, one on each finger, hands to the wheel of the range.
That was a good game. You did pop off, Lander. You were right, man. You were right. Can popped off. Top lane, Poggin, Taric. Victor was hitting always, man. Big, huge, humongous. He's gaming.